Okay, so now we're going to talk about how we start our thumbnail sketches. So the first thing we're going to do is look at our reference photos, and we're going to pick one that we really like. Okay, so as we are looking through these photos, I want you to think about the principles of design. I have attached a video that explains the principles of design, and I also have a PDF that you can read and learn more about the principles of design. As you become more virtuous in drawing and in art, you'll start to think of these principles automatically. They will be a part of you as you're setting up proportions and compositions for your art. So one of the things that I like to really focus on is the principle of balance, which is the distribution of visual weight of objects, right? The distribution of the colors, texture, and space, and how they all relate to each other. Then I like emphasis. So, for example, this one right here, there's a really big emphasis on baby Luigi's eyes. Yes? So I feel like there's a lot of interesting spherical movements and shapes all around him, but your eye is always drawn to his eyes right here. So I like emphasis. It's one of my favorite principles of design. So I think I'm going to go with this photo. And of course, you can do many sketches based on on the different reference photos that you have. Okay, this one's nice too. It's got a lot going on. There's some repetition with the greenery. Okay, but I don't see a big emphasis. I feel like there's a lot going on and not enough. Of course, you can always zoom in. All right, you can zoom into your image. And as you're going through these, remember to take a look or watch the video on the principles of design and be mindful of them as you're going through this. So I think the one I'm going to choose is going to be this one. So I'm going to open up my pack of pencils, and some of you may be familiar, but let's see. These are the graphite pencils. And I'm going to be looking for an HD because it is a thinner. Okay, well, we have a 2H. And you can look up the differences between the weights of the pencils, but it's going to give you, this one's going to give you a cleaner line, and your B's are going to give you a thicker line. So this is for when we move on to like thickness of lines and different and other assignments. But right now we're focusing on line, and actually right now we're just doing the thumbnail sketches. So I have my reference photo right here. Okay. And I'm going to draw myself 4 rectangles. And again, if you are a very meticulous artist and you like your lines to be clean, then please go ahead and get a ruler and make yourself some really nice and neat rectangles. Personally, I'm not a very neat and meticulous artist. I'm very much more expressive. So for me and the purpose of this, these rectangles will do. Okay. So I am looking at this part right here, and I know that it is probably about 1/4 of the way down. Okay. And probably about 1/2 of the way across the paper. So this is a very loose sketch. I'm not super worried about this right now. I don't want it to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. I am just getting an idea of the composition that I want, which is how the images will lay on your picture plane. Okay. Then we have his little cap. And, oops, okay. Oh, that's right, there's no shading. Please do not shade.